Hey gang, get this thing in focus. There we go. Okay, it's time for another edition of Random Thoughts from the Front Porch, and usually about around the first part of the new month I try to do looking back videos, but I really want to look back on the one thing that was probably the biggest thing that happened in quite a while, especially last month, and it's something I want to talk to you guys about, and that is, of course, the big shutdown of the government. It's pretty much what this video is going to be all about. Because really, to be honest with you, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's stupid that the government basically wants to act like a bunch of whiny little babies, and they want to cry and just say, we're not getting what we want. They want to act like a bunch of little kids because it's like, they're not getting the toys they wanted for their birthday or Christmas or whatever specific holiday you give gifts on. And that's pretty much how they're acting. Nothing's going their way. That's what they do. They think shutting down the government is going to be the thing that's going to really make a big difference, and it never does. I mean, it's just so ridiculous that they would do this, and they think, everything's going to be okay, and then when they find out that, people who are on food stamps and things like that aren't going to get them because of this nonsense, I just sit there and I think to myself, yeah, thanks people who voted Trump back in there. Thanks a lot. This is all your fault. But it's also the fault of anybody who works for him, anybody in that specific area. It's all their fault too. So really, in all honesty, this is, pardon me, this is just flipping ridiculous. I mean, do you see now what voting gets to you guys? Now, there might be some Kamala Harris supporters out there who will sit there and say, well, she was in there, this wouldn't have happened. Well, folks, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it would matter who was president around this particular time. It was going to happen eventually, because this is what always happens when, like I said, when the government doesn't get their way. They always want to raise taxes. They always want to do all kinds of things because they think it's going to cover their butts and it's going to make them more money, and it doesn't. It doesn't make them anything. So, again, to be honest with you, this whole shutdown thing is a stupid idea, and it's hurting a lot of people. I mean, if it had happened earlier this year during, like, say, the summer, well, what would it hurt? Yes, people are still not going to get their food stamps and everything like that, but really, in all honesty, I mean, when you do it during this particular time, it's like, okay, dumb idea. And I've read online that there's, some places that are going to try and give away free food and things like that and all this. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, yeah, what's the catch? I mean, come on. DoorDash wants to offer free food? Right, okay. I mean, my neighbors work for DoorDash, but I seriously doubt they're going to bring anything over here because, number one, it's going to cost them money. I don't want them to do that. So basically, we're sitting in another situation where, we have to live with idiots running this country and doing whatever they want, whenever they want, and when they throw a little hissy fit, temper tantrum, whatever you want to call it, because they're not getting money that they want from other countries, because they tell them, screw you, earn it yourself, and stop bumming off us. They sit there and say, we're shutting the government down. And for that, we all have to suffer for it, but they don't care. They're more than likely still getting paid, so it doesn't really matter. And then people who are on, like I said, were on food stamps and on some sort of welfare, they're getting nothing for a while. And I will admit, there are some people out there who don't deserve to be on food stamps, like dope heads. They don't deserve it. But as much as I really hate to say this, but dumpster diving, I think, is going to go way, 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 way up. If it wasn't bad enough before, it's going to get much, much worse. And I say to those people who do it, these companies who have groceries and things like that, and people go dumpster diving, behind their buildings, I just say, let them do it. People like that got to survive. Would you rather dumpster dive, or would you rather try to, throw something through your windows and go in there and steal stuff? Believe me, it would be a lot easier just let people dumpster dive and just do their thing and just leave them alone. I mean, I knew one day dumpster diving was going to have to start happening to everybody, but it's not happening right now. But like I said, I think it's going to be seriously on the rise as long as this is happening. And you read a lot about they're trying to get this whole thing fixed and everything like that before it gets really out of control. But who's to say it isn't going to happen again with either the next year or 2 years or the next president, whoever comes in. So again, this is a big reason why I don't vote, and I don't believe in politicians, and I don't believe in politics, because when stuff like this happens, there you go. It's all BS. It's nonsense. It's stupid. It's lame. Don't tell me about how voting makes a difference, because it doesn't. I mean, Trump wanted to make America great again, but he didn't. What a shock. He's not doing anything right. And like I said, I don't care who the next president's going to be. There's probably going to be another government shutdown with them. So really, in all honesty, I just say hang in there, folks, and pray and hope that something good's going to come out of this. And whether you want to vote or not, that's on you, but I'm going to continuously to say no thanks. It does me no good. It does people like me no good. Because when things like this happens, yeah, we're the ones who suffer the worst. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you all. Hope you're having an awesome day. If not, hopefully it's better for you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And if you would, please go check out and subscribe to any, if not all, the following channels down in the description below. Please help me get to 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000, 100,000, maybe even 1 million. Sorry. I'm still trying to get to 700 myself, and when that day comes, maybe I'll build a big old bonfire, because it'll probably be really cold by that day, and I might record it out in the front yard. Just got to make sure I don't burn these trees, And if you ever get the chance, please go to your settings and find a little thing on there that says keep my subscriptions private, and move that button over to the left, so that this way when you subscribe to anybody else's channels, they'll get the notification, and maybe they might want to go check out, see what you got too. See if they want to subscribe back, or just subscribe back, just be nice. I mean, I do it, so why not? Take care of yourselves. Try to be good. Try to be good yourself. Try to be good to others. Till we do this again, as always, stay strong and rock on.